Yo yo, what is good people? Welcome along to my brand new channel. My name is NICKYB and I'll be your guide as we seek out the BS history we are fed, what is hidden in plain sight and what they don't want you to see or think about. So first off, I have to give a shout out to my mate Paul Cook, who without all of his help and guidance, none of this would have come about. So for most of you, you'll know of Paul Cook, so Easy Tigers, One Love. And for those of you that don't, I'll link his channel in the description below. So his channel is a must watch if you want to delve further into this subject. So it's due to our exploits recently in Kimber that I've decided to give this a go. So let's give this a go without further ado. First video here takes me to the small town of Bridgnorth in Shropshire, which is about 10 miles northwest of Kimber. I've been coming here for about 30 years or so. Being local to the area, but it wasn't until our exploits in Kimber my eyes opened somewhat and I started connecting the dots, which has uncovered a vast number of places in the region, one being Bridgnorth. The best part of this, I hadn't even come to Bridgnorth to film this location, but you'll see this is a perfect start to the journey. So anyway, here we are, Bridgnorth Cliff Railway. Pretty spectacular, wouldn't you say? Nestled in the cliffside like that. So picturesque and whatnot. Let's take a quick look at Google Maps. This should give you a little idea on the area and the location. I'm also going to show you the LiDAR, which as you can see shows a whole host of potential goodies, but for the purposes of this video we're just going to be concentrating on the railway today. So next I'm going to briefly go through some history, and feel free to pause it if you want to read more. So they started construction on the 2nd of November 1891 and was opened on the 7th of July 1892. It's one of 4 funicular railways in the UK. It used to run on water and but was rebuilt in the 1940s with the use of electricity. Its length is 201 feet and the height of 111 feet. So that's a bit of history on the railway. So let's just get into it now, shall we? So straight away, as soon as I get into the car, I can see a bricked up section which caught my eye, and it had me wondering what was behind this brickwork. The cave opening perhaps, I don't know. But more on that later, because I do find out a little bit more information. And for those of you that are familiar with Paul's work, you'll understand what these lines are all about in the sandstone. For those of you that don't know, please go and check out Paul's channel because he'll explain it better than I ever could. Shout out there to my missus Paige with a wonky hat, and it's just more, it looks a bit like block work there, but don't quote me on it. As you can see, there's more lines and whatnot there. There's a big bricked up area here, and it's just got me thinking, what is behind these bricks? I just don't understand it. A cave, a tunnel, I don't know. Something in keeping with the area anyway. That's what I'm thinking. So the next area that's got my interest is these 2 arches up here. Usually when I see arches like this, I think some sort of like transport or something to that effect, but that's just what I think. So you let me know in the comments what you think it's all about. So here we are at the top, waiting to come back down. I'm going to pan out just so you can sort of get some perspective of how high up we are. We've got the River Severn there, flowing underneath the bridge there. So yeah, let's take the journey down and see if there's anything I didn't spot on the way up. As you can see, sandstone both sides, layers, the familiar stuff. More bricked up sections there that just don't fit. I have no clue what they are. Well, I do. I've got an idea. Like I say, I think the caves, the tunnels, some sort of thing in keeping with the sandstone. And next up is what I found out to be the most intriguing. But it went by so quick, I didn't really have much of a chance to react to it in person. But I'm glad I caught it on film. And this is the brick we encountered earlier on, but there you see a bricked archway in the sandstone there. And if you look into relation of the actual building here, there's no reason for that arch to be there. I don't get it. So I managed to find a little snippet of information after my visit. So here goes. I'm just going to concentrate on the first sentence really. The actual start of the construction work began on the 2nd of November 1891. Initial work was much hindered by the discovery of caves set into the cliff face. One cave was so large it was necessary to support the roof to avoid slippage and subsidence. I also come across an old picture of the railway as well, and if you look right here, you can see a bricked up archway. And if we have a look at a more modern picture, yes, different angles, I know, but where is the archway here? And then if we have a look at this picture again from a different perspective, it's clear to see that the tracks have been raised considerably, which begs the question, why? What are they hiding behind these bricks? Why is the whole area and most of the UK filled with things like this that we aren't taught about in schools? And why isn't the information commonly available? Stick with me on my journey as I hope to find out all this and more. I've been NICKYB. Thanks for watching, and if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time.